Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise, giving you the key insights from our sources so you can get informed, fast, and hopefully enjoy it too.
That's the goal.
Today, we're diving into something lots of you might have heard about, maybe even thought about trying, but perhaps don't fully grasp. Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
It gets talked about with this idea of an energy system inside us. Sounds fascinating to some, maybe a little abstract for others.
Precisely. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of mystique around practices like Reiki.
Right.
So our mission today is to, gently pull back that curtain. We've got a guide here, and we're going to use it to demystify what actually happens in a first Reiki session.
Okay.
Setting clear expectations, walking you through how to prepare, what you might experience, the practical stuff, and the more subtle feelings too.
Yeah.
We want you to feel totally comfortable and really ready for what can be a pretty beautiful journey.
Okay, so let's unpack this then. We hear Reiki, we hear gentle Japanese healing technique. But what's the core idea, this energy system? What are we really talking about? Can you make that concept a bit more, real for us?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And I think it's often the main hurdle for people, Instead of picturing some mysterious, invisible force, maybe think of your energy system like the subtle operating system for your whole being.
An operating system, okay.
Yeah, like your body has obvious physical systems, right? Circulatory, nervous, digestive.
Sure.
Well, it also seems to have this energetic infrastructure, and it's constantly working to regulate your well-being.
Okay.
When that system's running smoothly, energy flows freely, you feel, vibrant, centered, healthy.
Makes sense.
But when it gets overloaded, maybe with stress or emotions you haven't dealt with or illness, that flow can get sluggish. Blocked even.
Right, you feel off.
Exactly. That's when you might feel run down, anxious, maybe even have physical discomfort. So Reiki essentially is like a gentle defrag and reboot for that system.
A defrag and reboot. I like that analogy.
It just helps it recalibrate, helps it run optimally again.
So if our internal operating system has these blockages, what is the Reiki practitioner actually doing? Are they like the IT support?
Yeah, well, you could sort of say that the practitioner acts as a conduit, really.
A conduit.
Yes. They aren't fixing you themselves. It's more like they're creating the right energetic conditions for your body's own wisdom to remember how to heal.
Okay. So it's facilitating something that's already there.
Precisely. It's less about their personal power
Right.
and much more about their training, their ability to hold a safe, potent space that allows your innate healing ability to wake up again. And the truly beautiful part is how gentle and non-invasive it is.
Right. You mentioned that earlier.
You stay fully clothed. There's no physical manipulation, no massage. Your body just intelligently takes what it needs from the session.
So it's like a collaboration.
Exactly. A collaboration, not an intervention.
That distinction feels really key. Non-invasive, fully clothed, no manipulation. Clears up a lot for someone new.
Definitely.
Okay, so someone understands the basics now. What's the best way to prepare for that first session to, get the most out of it, even if it's just trying something new?
That's a really thoughtful question because, a little preparation can definitely enhance the experience.
How so?
Well, your first step is usually a conversation with the practitioner.
Before the session starts.
Typically, yes. And it's not just small talk. They'll likely ask about your general health, what's going on in your life, sleep, stress levels, any physical discomfort, maybe if you've done energy work before, and importantly, what drew you to Reiki in the first place.
So they get some context.
Exactly. It helps them understand where you might need support, and it gives you a chance to articulate what you're hoping for.
That makes sense.
And what's really crucial to remember here is that this is a completely confidential space. No judgment.
That's important.
Absolutely. I've had clients share things they hadn't told anyone else, and just doing that can be a huge relief, even before the energy work starts.
Wow, yeah. Sounds like a very supportive start. And what about the room itself, the physical space? What should someone expect there?
Right, the environment. The intention is always peace and comfort.
So probably quiet.
Usually. You'll typically find soft, calming lighting, maybe gentle background music, although sometimes silence is preferred, they might ask you.
Okay.
And of course, a comfortable massage table, or sometimes even a recliner chair.
And do they use other things? Like I've heard about crystals or oils.
Some practitioners do use elements like crystals or essential oils,
Right.
They can help enhance the atmosphere.
But they're not essential.
Not essential. It's really important to remember those are complementary tools. The core healing comes from the energy itself. So don't worry if the room is simple. The energy is the key thing.
Understood. So beyond that initial chat and the room's vibe, are there practical things someone should do, like the day before or the day of? Food, clothes, things to avoid?
Absolutely. Simple practical steps can make a real difference. First, hydrate well.
Water.
Lots of water. Start the day before, keep it going on the day of session. Think of it like clearing the pipes, you know? Water helps your body process and integrate the energy shifts better.
Okay, hydrate. What else?
Second, eat lightly. Have a normal meal a few hours before, but probably avoid anything really heavy or super spicy right beforehand.
Right. Comfort is key.
Exactly. You want to be comfortable lying down for an hour or so. Third, choose comfortable clothes.
Loose fitting.
Yeah, loose fitting, maybe natural fabrics if you have them, anything that feels totally unrestricted.
Got it.
And finally, this one's quite important, try to minimize stimulation if you can.
Meaning?
Well, try to avoid really stressful situations or intense exercise or maybe difficult conversations right before you go in. The calmer you are when you arrive, the more receptive you'll likely be.
That makes a lot of sense. Now, you mentioned preparation. A phrase I hear a lot in wellness circles is setting an intention. Does that apply to Reiki? And, how do you even do that for energy work?
That's an excellent point. And yes, setting an intention can be really powerful.
How does it work?
It's basically like giving a gentle direction to the healing energy. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Okay.
Before you even leave home, or maybe when you first lie down on the table, just take a quiet moment. Ask yourself, what do I truly want to receive from this? Or what do I want to release?
So like a specific goal.
It could be. Or it could be simple. I want to feel more relaxed and peaceful. Or maybe I'd like to release this tightness in my shoulders.
Okay.
Or broader things, too, like I'm open to whatever healing I need most right now, or I want more clarity about the situation. Just holding that thought gently seems to help align the energy with your deeper needs.
And if you're not sure what to intend?
Then I'm open to healing is always, always perfect. You can't go wrong with that.
That's good to know. So we've talked about what to bring or prepare. What about things to definitely leave at home?
Oh, good question, yes. One big one is rigid expectations.
Like expecting fireworks.
Exactly. Expecting some dramatic instant transformation. While some people do have profound sensations, many others have very subtle experiences, and the effects might unfold over days or weeks. Both are equally valid, equally healing.
So ditch the expectations.
Definitely. And also leave behind any pressure to do it right. There's honestly no wrong way to receive Reiki. Your only job is just to relax and be open.
Okay.
And maybe a small practical thing, probably best to skip heavy perfumes or fragrances just out of courtesy for the quiet, shared space.
Right. So you're settled in, maybe you set your intention. What actually happens during the session? What's the person's role then?
Your only responsibility really is just to relax and receive.
Just lie there.
Pretty much. You lie down fully clothed on the table, or sit if that's more comfortable for you. The practitioner will then begin. Usually, they gently place their hands either on or just slightly above your body.
On or above. Okay.
Yes. And they typically follow a sequence of hand positions, often starting at the head and moving down towards the feet. They might linger longer over areas that feel like they need more attention.
How long does a session usually last?
A full session is typically around 60 to maybe 75 minutes. But you don't need to worry about the time. Just allow yourself to be present in the experience.
That sounds incredibly calming. But what might someone actually feel during that hour? I've heard such different things, from nothing much to seeing colors or having big emotional releases. What's the usual range?
Ah, yes. And that's where the magic and the mystery really come in, because everyone's experience is unique. Genuinely unique.
Okay.
And whatever you experience or don't experience is exactly right for you in that moment.
So no shoulds.
Absolutely no shoulds. Physically, though, many people report feeling warmth, sometimes quite noticeable heat where the practitioner's hands are, or sometimes coolness, like a refreshing feeling.
Interesting. Warmth or coolness?
Yeah. You might notice tingling, maybe soft pulsations, or just a subtle sense of energy moving inside. Often people describe just a profound sense of deep relaxation washing over them.
Falling asleep.
Sometimes. It's quite common to drift off, actually. It's a sign you're deeply relaxed.
And beyond the physical, what about mentally or emotionally?
That can be really varied, too. It's not unusual for emotions to surface, maybe unexpectedly.
Like sadness.
Could be tears, yeah. Or even a little laugh bubbling up. And that's usually seen as a really positive sign of release and healing.
Okay.
Some people report memories popping up or getting sudden insights or clarity about things. Others see colors or patterns behind their eyelids.
Wow.
Or sometimes it's just a really powerful feeling of being deeply held, safe, and supported.
That sounds like quite a wide spectrum. It
Yeah.
makes me wonder, though, what if someone goes in hoping for something and they just feel relaxed?
Mm.
Maybe not much else. No heat, no colors. Does that mean it didn't work?
That is such a common concern, and it's really important to address it. If
Yeah.
you don't feel dramatic sensations, please know it absolutely does not mean nothing is happening.
Okay, that's reassuring.
Reiki works on very subtle levels, often below our usual threshold of conscious awareness. I've had so many clients say, oh, I just felt calm during the session, but then days later they realize they finally processed some old grief or they had the best sleep they've had in years.
So the effects can show up later.
Very often, yes. Sometimes the most profound shifts happen quietly. Your body is always receiving and integrating, even if your conscious mind isn't registering it with, flashing lights.
That's a really powerful reassurance. So to help navigate those subtle feelings or maybe just enhance the experience, what are some tips for during the session, things someone can actively do?
Excellent question. Well, first and foremost, just breathe.
Focus on the breath.
Yeah. If your mind starts racing or you find yourself analyzing everything, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Deep, slow breaths signal safety to your nervous system, which helps you be more receptive.
Okay, breathe. What else?
Second, allow emotions to flow. If tears come up or laughter, don't try to hold it back. It's natural, it's healthy, it's part of the healing. Your practitioner creates a safe space for exactly that.
So don't feel embarrassed.
Not at all. Third, communicate if you need to. Don't hesitate to say something if you're too warm or too cold or need to shift position slightly, or even if you feel a strong urge to share something that's coming up for you.
Okay, speak up if needed.
Definitely. And finally, maybe the most important, trust the process. Your body has incredible wisdom. Reiki energy is often described as intelligent. It goes where it's needed most for your highest good without you having to consciously direct it. Just try to receive.
Receive, don't achieve. Those are really practical, empowering tips. Okay, so the session wraps up. You slowly come back, get off the table. What happens right after? And how do you sort of integrate this experience in the following days?
Good questions. Immediately after, your practitioner will encourage you to take your time getting up.
Because you might feel a bit out of it.
Many people feel wonderfully floaty or just deeply relaxed, so moving slowly and gently is wise. You'll almost always be offered a glass of water.
Grounding.
Exactly. Helps ground you and also supports the energetic processing that's still happening. Then there's usually a chance to chat.
About the experience.
Yeah, you can share any insights or feelings if you want to. Or if you prefer to just sit quietly and process, that's perfectly fine too. No pressure either way.
Okay. And then what about the next few days?
Continued self-care is really key for integrating the benefits. So first, keep drinking plenty of water.
Still flushing things out?
Exactly. Helps flush out anything released and supports your system as it recalibrates. Second, be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
You might feel a bit more sensitive than usual, maybe emotionally or even physically. That's normal as your system integrates the work. Just take it easy.
Right.
Third, pay attention. Notice your dreams, subtle emotional shifts, any new thoughts or feelings. Insights and releases can definitely continue unfolding after you leave the room.
Interesting.
And most importantly, rest if you feel the need. Your body might feel really energized, or it might signal it needs extra sleep. Just honor what it's telling you.
It sounds like this session is really just the beginning of the process.
Yeah, in many ways, yes.
So what are some common shifts people notice in those days after their first session?
Well, it varies, of course, but common themes emerge. Many clients report sleeping much better, much more deeply.
That's a big one.
Huge. Also feeling significantly more centered, calmer day to day, experiencing more clarity about situations they felt stuck in.
And real clarity.
Yes. It's also quite common for old emotions or memories to surface, which might feel intense for a moment, but it's usually seen as a really positive sign of healing things finally being released.
Letting go.
Exactly. You might just feel a subtle sense that things are shifting in your life, maybe for the better, or even notice tangible improvements in physical symptoms. Fundamentally, people often just report feeling more connected to themselves, a renewed sense of well-being.
Now, you mentioned potentially feeling more sensitive. Is there anything else like a side effect people should be aware of?
It's worth mentioning what's sometimes called a healing response.
Hmm.
It's not common, but occasionally people might experience mild fatigue for a day or two, maybe a slight headache, or that heightened emotional sensitivity we talked about.
That's okay.
It's generally considered okay, yes. It's seen as your body's natural way of releasing and detoxifying things it no longer needs, like a clearing out.
Okay.
But of course, if anything feels concerning or more intense than feels comfortable, definitely reach out to your practitioner. They're there to offer support and guidance.
That's good advice. So let's say someone has a really great first session. They connect with it. What does the bigger picture look like? Does Reiki become a regular thing for people?
It really depends on the individual, like any wellness practice. Many people do find that regular sessions offer profound ongoing support.
Is there a recommended schedule?
There's no single right schedule, honestly. Some people might come weekly during stressful times. Others find monthly sessions are great for maintenance and balance. And some just come whenever they feel that inner nudge, that call to reset or go deeper.
Listening to your own body.
Exactly. Listening to your body and your intuition is key.
And how does Reiki fit in with other things people might be doing for their health, like doctors or therapy?
That's another wonderful aspect. Reiki complements other forms of care beautifully. It works really harmoniously alongside conventional medical treatments, therapy, massage, acupuncture, you name it.
So it doesn't interfere.
Not at all. It's crucial to understand it's not a replacement for medical care, of course.
Right. Important distinction.
But it offers powerful holistic support for your overall healing journey, helping you cope, manage stress, feel more balanced while you're pursuing other treatments.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And for those who really find it resonates, I think I've heard about learning to do it yourself. Is that something people do?
Yes, absolutely. That's often a natural next step for people who really connect with receiving Reiki.
How does that work?
Many practitioners offer Reiki Level 1 classes. These courses teach you the basics, the foundational techniques for self-healing.
So you can practice on yourself.
Exactly. It allows you to tap into and direct this gentle energy for your own well-being whenever you feel you need it. It's an incredibly empowering addition to your personal self-care toolkit.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Ultimately, though, your path with Reiki, like any healing journey, is really uniquely yours. The most important thing is to trust your body's wisdom, approach it with an open heart, and just be willing to receive. Honestly, just your openness to exploring something new, to investing in your well-being in this way, that's already a beautiful and significant step.
That is a powerful thought to leave everyone with. And remember what we heard. Profound healing often unfolds not just in the session, but in those quiet moments afterward, as you integrate, as your system recalibrates.
That's right.
So be patient with yourself, trust that process, and know that you're exploring a really wonderful pathway towards, hopefully, greater balance and well-being.
Well said.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into what to expect from your first Reiki session. We really hope you feel not just informed, but maybe genuinely inspired to explore your own energetic landscape.